I experienced all these side effects the first time I played Guitar Hero. What's up, let's rewind. This is already gibberish nonsense. Get things right first take, and I'm here to say I'm going to react to Stray Kids again today. Because last week I had such a good time reacting to them. I listened to / watched the music video, the beat. It was really, really good, you know? And it wasn't just like, you know, good for K-pop, like it was good full stop, like it was a really well-produced, like good trap kind of to whatever by itself without the vocals. There's a very good chance I would have put that straight in my iTunes playlist. And yes, I have an iTunes playlist full of very obscure bass music because that's how cool I am. Anyway, right before I get started, I need all the money in your house, especially if you're new around here. And more importantly than that, I want to thank a few of you guys who recommended this. So thank you to Did X Drama, thank you to F, thank you to Humanoid Frenzy, thank you to Ferrucci Fairy Tale, and thank you to Joanna K and Ace of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But anyway, I'm really loving the visual style already too. Ooh, what an ominous intro. This is really, really, really cool cinematography and visual effects and stuff. And the colors in this are really excellent. Just notice that we have what appears to be 2 moons in the background. So that's crazy. Unless that was like actually just 2 billboards hanging down. This little Jurassic Park looking intro. Ooh, alright. And now it is kickoff time. Let's see where this goes. Alright, so what did he throw himself into? Love? A mortgage? A new doctor house? I don't know, let's see. Into the DNA of this beat, you will find a strong, sturdy concrete house somewhere in there. Ooh, oh, this beat is sick. Okay, this is interesting because obviously, you know, so the word side effects is pretty, you know, suggestive. I mean, it kind of has a bold association with it, which would be, you know, drugs that are addicting or addictive that we don't really think about, you know? I mean, coffee, chocolate, TV, I mean, like, you know, there's so many metaphors you could draw from this, but I'm just going to assume for now that they are just talking specifically about drugs, because why not? And I like all the imagery we have going along with that. Like, I mean, we have, like, somebody talking about psychosis and headaches in the background. We have a fuel thing going from full to empty, so this is all like quite, you know, heavy, like sort of almost like medical imagery. Like, this is your brain on drugs. You turn into a Jurassic Park car. Itself. Whoa, that effect was interesting. I feel like I know the plugin. I keep hearing disturbing noises. I mean, this is like a Dare advert here. And it's an interesting metaphor that, you know, they're kind of showing like the trip as like them being on a kind of safari ride, which is very much like, I mean, the whole point of a safari ride is you don't control it, you sit there, you're gonna see some crazy stuff. Believing in winning over everything with my will to fight. Bravado can't last anymore. This is almost like an anthem against like peer pressure, baby. It's very clear, and like I said, you know, I like that the lyrics are kind of like, they're not like vague or generic, but they're like deliberately kind of like, they're not too specific, you know, because addiction is such a giant spectrum. It really, really is, you know. Like, I used to think the default state of humanity, we're constantly searching out things to kind of fulfill us and keep us going. So I like that, you know, you can kind of, I mean, like, you know, there's obviously like an important message, I guess. Trip, a bad trip, you know, as in when there's a stone, a small pebble on the floor of the dance floor and you trip over it. That kind of PG. And obviously you speak Korean, and then I mean that would probably just lead you in some dark places. Baseless. There's a truth to that, because confidence, you know, it's something you have to earn, and there's different. So I play Guitar Hero. Well, I think Guitar Hero 3 was my first Guitar Hero. I was so addicted to that I played wall and I could literally see like the guitar notes streaming down the wall. First experience with OpenEye visuals. Really, really good beats like there, you know. It's full sounding, it's rich, it's luscious, sounding a bit like David Attenborough now. Don't know if that's what I was going for. And here we have a K-pop beat. Full, richous, lavicious, luxurious, and filled with bass. Get up and rave their tits off. Like, no, that's not quite what I was going for, but I mean, it's punchy. Like, this is not hollow production. This is sick. This is an epilepsy warning on this video. This is really, really cool. This is like, honestly, like, this is the kind of music videos that, like, I would love one day to edit stuff like this. Like, I edit music videos, or have edited music videos for fun, also, like, I guess for money sometimes in the past. And this is like right up my this. Love that. Want that shirt immediately. Is this like an outro, or is this like an ad for the next song? Who knows these days? Music's gone wild. Oh, I see. He wakes up after his crazy bender. But he lost the key to his brain. Oh, okay. They have that outro every time, do they? Alright, well, that was really, really cool. So yeah, more of like an electro house kind of beat, but I definitely like house. I don't like house as much as dubstep, that's for sure. But I definitely like electro house stuff, kind of stuff. You know, if any of you guys know Feed Me, like I'm a huge Feed Me fan. I've seen them live a few times, so you know, this kind of sound is definitely still up my street. Like, and it's really cool to hear this. It's mostly just the beat I'm there for. It's very rare that you'll have lyrics there that will also make you go, huh. Pretty much only like, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of artists out there, but as far as being the majority of beat collaborators on them, but these guys, as I understand it, are making their own beats and putting out these cool lyrics, which is cool. Interesting because it had a bit of like a dare kind of message to it. Like it was maybe a bit, please keep your suggestions coming. If you're a Stray Kids fan, subscribe, like the video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Goodbye from me. And remember, if you like my reaction to this MV, then click the subscribe button for more from me.